starting out with Ralph. Of course, Ralph is the son of a shepherd who apparently lived with his family on their farm. Now, he was not only the first to die, he was the first to live on the land that is now known as the Cul-de-sac. He died in 1903 after being trampled to death by his bull who broke out of its cage from the barn. He then took care of his farm animals even in his afterlife and still continues to do so in his farming duties on a daily basis in purgatory. Next up, Johnny and his family moved into the farm that Ralph's family used to own. In an attempt to compensate for the lack of friends and the abundance of free time he had, Johnny created Plank, who would stay with him for the rest of his life. Even after years of fighting tuberculosis, Johnny unfortunately died in 1922 and took his friend Plank with him to the afterlife in purgatory. Next up, Eddie was born in New York City but moved to the neighborhood shortly after 1932 as it began to start forming from many families moving into a new land. Because it was during the Great Depression, Eddie became a schemer in order to get by. However, in 1939, it inevitably brought him to his death when he drowned in a river while trying to run away from a group of children who were trying to get revenge on Eddie after he scammed them out of his allowance. Next up is Sarah and Ed, who were born in the late 1940s and when the cul-de-sac started to take form from the popular pre-planned developments of the post-war era.